This is one for the history books. For the first time in 600 years, the Pope is going to step down. Pope Benedict XVI is resigning. It's a huge international story that's going to play out today, and much of the world is going to be watching. And this morning, we're joined by Bishop Walter Hurley of the Grand Rapids Diocese to talk a little bit about this historic occasion here. Let's start off locally here, Bishop. We thank you for coming in. What's the church going to be doing here in the Grand Rapids Diocese and across West Michigan to honor this day?
Well, at the cathedral today, a little after noon, we'll have a special celebration of Mass, a Mass of Thanksgiving for the life and ministry of Pope Benedict. And about 2 o'clock, as his pontificate comes to an end, the bells of the cathedral will be rung. And we've asked parishes throughout the diocese to schedule some event or some special service with prayers of thanksgiving for the life and ministry of the Pope. And each one will do it in a different way, I think.
What kind of words do you have for the people out there that are Catholic that might be a little bit worried about what's going to happen or transpire today or over the next month or so?
I would just say you should say your prayers that we get a good leader to guide and direct the church over these next years.
Okay. Let's talk about what's going to happen here, though, after the Pope steps down. There's going to be a conclave. But the question here is, between this time and the next Pope, who's in charge of the church?
No one person is in charge. The group that's in charge is a group of cardinals, which would be the 115 electors. So you have 115 people in charge. And they period. So I suppose in one sense, when you have 115 people in charge, you really may not have anybody in charge. During this interim period, all the heads of the various offices in Rome, the various congregations, they all lose their positions during this interim period.
Really?
Yes, they do. And only the ordinary business, the necessary business, can be taken care of in this interim period, which we don't anticipate being a particularly long time.
No, but does that worry you at all? There's nobody to look to lead the church during this period of time?
No, we have bishops in dioceses all over the world.
Right.
and in our own local diocese, it's the local bishop that's in charge. And as responsibility as one of the successors of the apostles.
Do you think this will set a precedent here in the future that popes that will be coming down the line will decide at some point that they may not be as physically able to continue on and they'll step down as a result of what Benedict is doing here?
Well, I think that's a real possibility, and I think that's a good thing to happen as well, because at various points in our lives we're able to do certain things, and we need to recognize not only what we're able to do, but what we're not able to do, and whether that best serves the interests of the church.
All right, and I'm sure you're going to be watching this very closely all day long.
Well, I've watched a bit of it already this morning.
All right. Well, we appreciate your time coming in here today, Bishop. We really do. Thank you so much today.
Thank you for inviting me.